go ahead and get this turned around. There we go. So I hope that backlighting is not too bad. Darcy, welcome. So glad you're here. So I'm trying something new. I don't know if this is going to work downstairs in the kitchen. Nick, I'm glad you're here. We are going to talk today, howdy, we're going to talk today just real quick about a few things that some of my new social media marketing world friends taught me. It is good to be back in town. Lost my voice. Hello to the mess in the kitchen. I know, right? Thanks for hopping on. My name is Dawn Carter. Let me get the intro out of the way. My name is Dawn Carter. I'm at decart on the socials. I'm at decart on Snapchat because the decart was already taken. And I'm here every day, every weekday at usually 10 a.m. Today I was hoping my voice would come back. Didn't come back, but that's fine. Usually here at 10 a.m. Pacific time every weekday to talk about how to make Twitter suck less. I don't know if you've said this or you've had friends that have said this. Man, I just don't get Twitter. I just can't get it to use it to connect with friends or use it to work with prospects or anything like that. You just can't get Twitter to not suck. Well, that's why Twitter Scope was born. And like I said, together, you and I, we're pushing back the veil of ignorance that surrounds Twitter, and we're up to episode, what did I say, 96. So let's go ahead and dive in. I want to share with you a few things that I met from some new friends. And if you like what you're hearing, do feel free to share. Swipe right on your iPhone or swipe left on your Android. And I'll try to speak up so you can decipher what the heck it is I'm saying. So 3 things that people that I just met at South by Southwest. Maybe that's a Freudian slip because that's where I desperately want to go next year. The 3 things at social media marketing world I just came back from in San Diego, want to go ahead and share with you. Thank you, Nick, for the share. One of the things that I learned, and remember, this is how can I use this in my Twitter? How can I use this in my Twitter marketing? How can I use this in my feed? So number 1, the first day I got there, I was in the Marriott lobby and I just approached a group that I was saying it's something extroverts do. Number 1, prepare with props. So if you are using Twitter to create content that you want to share to your people, think about bringing some kind of prop. And I know that sounds kind of dorky, but props don't have to be huge. Let me see if I grabbed my little, well, you guys know I always try to carry around my little, you would think, and that demonstrates a point. I don't have my prop that I was going to be prepared with. Here's an example. Just met a new friend named Mark Menard. He's a brand new author. He was carrying his book with him in his backpack. So as he was meeting new friends, hi, what do you do? Blah, 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 blah. Hey, did you know I'm a new author? And you know what? He would literally hand you the book. You could feel it. You could kind of see what it's about. Great example to be prepared with props for those photographic moments, for those whoever you're going to meet. So again, since we're talking about Twitter, not just being at a conference in general, this is a great technique to remember. So if there's a prop that you want to carry around with you, it could be something small. I usually have my foldable, it's a Twitter Scope sign, and it's got my hashtag that I use for this scope. I usually have that, except when I'm doing Twitter Scope. But I had it at the conference. Hey, welcome. So number 1, that was Mark Menard, who was a new author, and he carried around something called, listen to me, his Twitter ID is DreamShine4. So I want you to go ahead and follow this dude because he made an impression on me because he was prepared with a prop right when I saw him. And by the way, since I just saw someone, did you see this shirt, by the way? Do you see what that says? .social. Take a screenshot of that because that's pretty amazing. Did you know you can actually buy that domain name? Hit me up on Twitter if you want to found out about how to do that. Wouldn't that be a nice domain name to have? Yeah, it would be. So number 1, be prepared with props when you go to an event or you're in some situation and you know you're going to be tweeting out content, or the people you're with are avid tweeters. Have those props ready. Have something that will identify either who you are, whether it's your book, it's an item, a sign, whatever. Lots of hearts for you, Dawn. Oh, thanks. So go ahead, Rainy Day Golf, if you guys see in this broadcast, if you're watching on the replay, go ahead and Rainy Day Golfer, go ahead and put your name or an emoji up there so people can capture your Twitter name. There we go. So you can see, because he's the one I got this shirt from. And of course, I love it because he's rocking it in the correct color, because I'm all about the coral. And you never see t-shirts in this. You always see black, which is fine. I get it. Black is the typical corporate shirt color, but I love it. So number 1, prepare with props when you're at an event. I got to speed this up. Number 2, I want you to, oh no, shutting you down. That's not good. Yeah, so if it's shutting you down, move over to .live. There you go, dude. Prince Human, do it. So prepare with props. Number 2, treat everyone like a whale. And treat everyone like a whale. Now, let me explain, because that might sound horrible. If you're in a Weight Watchers meeting, that would not be an appropriate way to refer to people. In the gambling world, or in the world... Mark Witt, that's right. Mark is there. Thank you for joining us. A whale is basically someone of tremendous influence or importance. In the gambling world, the casino world, when you have whales, you fly them in, you treat them like gold, because you know they're going to be losing a lot of money and making your casino very rich. In the influencer social media world, I would think a whale would be anyone with a cajillion followers, like anybody who's got, maybe over 100,000 followers. Yes, he is a snake wrangler. So this is something that I learned from Mr. Tim Fargo. He is Alphabet Success, at Alphabet Success. Follow Tim, because let me tell you guys, he himself, he is a whale. He's got over 300,000 followers, and he is one of the nicest people. Here's me. Here's paltry at decart with my, 7,000 followers or whatever I have. It's a drop in the bucket compared to him. But you know what he did? This is something I learned, and you got to learn from the people. How do you get to over 300,000 followers? You know what? I would suspect he's hustled, but I hustled in a good way, like the Gary Vee kind of hustle, the jab, that type. But the other thing that he does is he makes you feel like you are a whale too when he talks to you. So what I want to do you buy them? No, Nick, and apparently you've not been watching enough of my Twitter scopes to know what my stance on buying followers is. So if you go to catch.me, you can find that. So anyway, just want to let you know. Yes, some people think you should. You're right. I know. But one of the things that Tim does, and again, I'll give you his name, Alphabet Success. He listens, he talks to you, and there's just this wonderful sense of personability. So one of the things I want to do is let you guys know that you can, doesn't matter how many followers you have, you can, let me just block that because we don't need that nonsense. So doesn't matter how many followers you have, you can absolutely make anyone, treat everybody like a whale, like they have 300,000 followers. So number 1, prepare with props. When you know you're going to be in a situation where there are a lot of avid tweeters, or you yourself will be tweeting it, carry your props with you. Number 2, treat everyone like a whale in the good sense. And number 3, lead with generosity. Lead with generosity. So one of the things that I wanted to just give a shout out to is first day there, sitting in the bar area, talking, connecting up with some new folks, and brand new person, never met him before, Randall Chestnut from Houston, and he runs an agency there called Spoken About You. So go ahead and grab a screenshot of these and follow these doozies, and I'll be doing this probably for the rest of this week, just kind of highlighting some of the people that I thought were amazing and who taught me something. So lead with generosity. What I mean by that is, before you ever do anything, be generous with the people that you meet and that you're going to be. And again, Twitter is a great tool for that, because as we learned yesterday at Social Media Marketing World, the act of retweeting is an act of generosity. It's giving something. It's actually someone retweeting you or sharing your content is actually saying, hey, my brand aligns with what they're saying. So they're almost like validating you. It doesn't always mean that they agree 100%, but at least with that chunk of content, but it's an act of generosity. So use Twitter to lead with generosity. What does that look like? Again, in the real world, it could be like with my new friend Randall, he bought some appetizers for us. I mean, what a crazy thing. You think of, what is the goodwill that and I'm sure he wasn't doing this for that reason, but what is the goodwill that he bought in just buying strangers an appetizer or appetizers? I mean, it's amazing. So lead with generosity, because you know what that's going to do? It's going to break through the clutter. It's going to make you remarkable to that person. Hopefully, unless they're a freeloader or a panhandler or something like that, but we can talk about that later. So lead with generosity. And again, it could be physical generosity, buy someone a drink, buy someone an appetizer, buy them their Coke, turn around in line at a conference and buy someone their Starbucks, whatever. Lead with generosity. And again, these are ways that you can make your Twitter following grow when you are at a conference. So again, real quickly, put those names up again. Dream Shine 4, Alphabet Success. This is Mark Bernard. This is Tim Fargo. There we go, Social Jukebox. And then Spoken About You. That's Randall Chestnut. And again, those are just 3 things that some of my new social media marketing world friends taught me in the first 24 hours. I wasn't even there. This is before any sessions. There we go. So what I want you to do is, number 1, take a screenshot of that, because I think basically, be prepared with props, have things that people can photograph and tweet out that point people back to you. Treat everyone like a whale, which means everyone has value. Even if they have 5 followers, treat them with respect. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Darcy. And tell them I sent you, because honestly, I want to give back to this. And then also lead with generosity. And your generosity may look different from someone else's generosity, but lead with that. And again, these are ways to get your Twitter following to authentically grow. How do you do screenshot again? Okay, I know how to do it on an iPhone. If you're on an iPhone, push the belly button, the home button, and the side button. So you hold it like this, push belly button and side button. And that does. What does treat like a whale mean? I kind of went over, you might have to watch the replay to catch that, but that just basically what's the word? It's the gambling term from casinos. It means that someone's a high roller. So in other words, the concept is treat people that may not have a lot of followers as if they had 1 million followers. So anyway, so that's it's actually not racism. We're on there. So great. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. So ran a little long, but again, my name is Dawn Carter. I'm at decart on Snapchat, and some of the story might still be there. And so thanks for joining me. And every single day, we are here pushing back the veil of ignorance that surrounds Twitter. And there we go. So thanks you guys so much for hopping on, and I will see you tomorrow, and we should be at 10 o'clock regular time. So you're welcome, Darcy. Thank you so much for your patience too. I miss on Monday and I'm late on Wednesday, but I will be there tomorrow. So thanks so much. I will see you guys later, and have a great, great day. Bye-bye. Let me go ahead and see if you guys can watch me try to turn this sucker off. Why? There we go.